I don't know how I'm going to get through this, guys. I really don't. I don't know how I'm going to get through this review. Y'all are going to have to bear with me. I don't even know how good this review is going to go. You know, Happy Roman Day. It was not Happy Rusev Day. It's a Happy Roman Reigns Day on our way to SummerSlam. I know we had one of those not too long ago, but WWE, as soon as Brock Lesnar came to Monday Night Raw last week and then left again, boom, Roman Reigns got his day again. The only thing I'm hoping for is Brock Lesnar shows up next week so we can have a confrontation between the two. Because if they do not have that, I'm going to cringe. They better not play up more storyline that Brock Lesnar doesn't show up and he's not watching the show and blah, 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 blah. Let's have a one-on-one confrontation at least once going into SummerSlam. But happy Roman Reigns Day, everybody. 4 segments. Wrestling fans, 4 segments involving Roman Reigns. If you count the commercial break, the matchup between him and Baron Corbin tonight on Monday Night Raw. And if they didn't take him out of the matchup with the handicap match of Seth Rollins and Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, it would have been 5 segments. Seriously? Instead, they're trying to play up the storyline that absolutely nobody in the WWE universe is buying. That Roman Reigns is being pushed down by the Authority. You have got to be kidding me. More of that. Let's take him out of the match. Because we're saving the SummerSlam matchup. And because he's already wrestled. Now, I admit, I was happy that I didn't have to see him go out there and be in another matchup. I admit that I did not want to see him in another segment because we had already seen Roman Reigns in 4 segments on Raw. But that's beside the point. He didn't need... they were forcing it down our throat tonight. So give me a break. Enough is enough. WWE. Anyway, welcome to your Monday Night Raw review for August 6th, 2018. Thank you for being a subscriber. If you're not, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for all notifications. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter at 2007Webby. Go over to the Jason Funny 42 channel and watch my Webby report. That'd be much appreciated by me and him, and subscribe to his channel as well so you can get all of the updates when I do my Webby report. I do one of those about once a month over on his channel, and he does some good vlogs and that kind of stuff as well. That'd be much appreciated. But anyway, back to this Monday Night Raw review, which was absolutely dreadful. If 4 segments of Roman Reigns wasn't enough, then we had to watch, even though I think he's absolutely gold, gold on the mic. The Advocate, Paul Heyman. And don't let, okay, do not let WWE fool you guys. Don't let them. Don't let them. If you think this relationship is over between Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, give me a break here. Give me a break here. This could all be just a plague, you know. And then come SummerSlam, Paul Heyman does something to help Brock Lesnar. It could. Now, I could be wrong, and Paul Heyman, bam, turns his back on Brock Lesnar and helps Roman Reigns win. That would be something else, and that would also help protect Brock Lesnar on his way out of the WWE if he does not sign another small contract with the WWE where it's a one-match deal like he has now. But it still protects him. But what Paul Heyman did tonight was absolutely horrible. And he's gold on the mic. Brock Lesnar is still my friend, but he won't answer my calls. Brock Lesnar I don't know what's in to him. He's so vicious, and Roman Reigns doesn't stand a chance. WWE is building Brock Lesnar like this vicious beast that doesn't care about anybody or anyone or the WWE. And then we're supposed to believe that Roman Reigns is a superhuman, awesome person that's going to spear Brock Lesnar in half for a 1, 2, 3. If that one stuff that I mentioned before doesn't happen, give me a break. I'm not believing this story, and I know a lot of you wrestling fans out there aren't either. This is awful. WWE, enough is enough. If you have pushed this till I am blue in the face. You know, 1 minute, Brock Lesnar is tearing the house down, making Roman Reigns bleed. I mean, viciously bleed, not busting him open like he did Randy Orton, but like all over his face at WrestleMania. And then F5 on the steel steps on the way to WrestleMania, amongst other things. And then the match at the Saudi Arabia in the steel cage. And then the next minute, he's wanting steak and potatoes and broccoli. And now, he's vicious. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Which Brock Lesnar do you want to portray? Which Brock Lesnar do you want us to believe in? Which Brock Lesnar are you going to show in the next week? The next thing we know, Brock Lesnar next week is going to come out with, what was the clown's name that Mankind brought out at The Rock's birthday party? Nurple. I think that's what the clown's name was. If I got that wrong, you put it in the comments below. But, I mean, give me a break here. I can't talk about this anymore. I just can't. I'm going on 12 and a half minutes. 12 and a half minutes of ranting about a match that absolutely nobody wants to see. Nobody. Brock Lesnar, whether you want him as the Universal Champion or not, is one of the biggest attractions WWE has ever had. And by far, the one thing that WWE will still draw ratings if he's around, but no one wants to see this. No one. And it's because of the storyline he's in, because they're treating him like garbage. All you gotta do is take the title off of him. Thing is, it's who they're giving the title to, and it's how he's being booked. I can't do this anymore. I cannot. Cannot talk about this matchup anymore. This is garbage. This is 1996 again. 1996. One of the worst years of the WWE. When WWE, even though they had champions that were great, and Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, and they had rivalries, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels versus Vader. They had Diesel and The Undertaker. They had Shawn Michaels and Psycho Sid. They had all that stuff. But their undercard was absolutely drowning. Drowning. What's WWE doing? Putting all their eggs into this main event. And it's drowning. Because nobody really cares. Nobody cares. We would rather care about the mid card. And championship matchup that deserves to be the main event. And that's the WWE Championship. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. No matter if that hasn't had much of a build, that still deserves to be the main event. Because the house that AJ Styles built, AJ Styles deserves a main event spot. Something he has not gotten since he became WWE champion. Think of that. He really has not gotten that honor, that privilege. Since the brand split, has he gotten that? No. And that is quoting. I am quoting the great Gorilla Monsoon. A miscarriage of justice. And it's a miscarriage of justice what we have to go through with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Well, let's go through what everything else that happened on Monday Night Raw tonight. Now that I'm 16 and a half minutes into this Monday Night Raw review, Bobby Roode versus Mojo Rawley. Okay. Bobby Roode picks up the victory. Chances are, we will see this at SummerSlam. Do we want to see this at SummerSlam? Absolutely not. If we see it at SummerSlam, Mojo Rawley will pick up the victory. Why? Because Bobby Roode picked up the victory tonight. 50-50 booking. And then Mojo Rawley and Bobby Roode will wrestle on Monday Night Raw again, probably the next night. And Mojo Rawley will pick up the victory then because they're building up Mojo Rawley. Why? I do not know, because Mojo Rawley will not get anywhere past the mid-card. Elias and Bobby Lashley. You know, for those of you that like Bobby Lashley, Elias spelt it out. Well, first of all, those of you that like Bobby Lashley, I'm just going to tell you this. Congratulations. Everybody has their opinion on Bobby Lashley. And if you like him, good. Good for you. But for those of you that don't, for those of you that find him vanilla, like I do, because I don't think he has much character. And I thought it was downright hilarious what Elias said about Bobby Lashley tonight. When Elias said, "Your return to the WWE has been a joke." Absolutely hilarious. And that's what I have to say about this segment. Titus versus AOP. I'm not talking about it. Who cares? The Kevin Owens show. You know, the Kevin Owens show and Jinder Mahal and Braun Strowman and all that jazz. This is all I'm saying. Kevin Owens is getting the upper hand all the way through the build towards SummerSlam. Some of you might be saying, no, he's not, because Braun Strowman's pushing up the Kevin Owens show and blah, 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 blah. And at the very end, Braun Strowman's, okay. They are showing that Braun Strowman can be beat. Kevin Owens is getting the upper hand. Kevin Owens is showing Braun Strowman's weakness. Braun Strowman is going to win at SummerSlam. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. So, this segment was just, And I seriously believe that teaming Kevin Owens with Jinder Mahal right now is dropping Kevin Owens on the totem pole way down. Y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below about that. But I think it is, because Kevin Owens deserves better than that. Not saying Kevin Owens has done anything recently to be way high up on the totem pole, but yeah, it's just he continues to get dropped down by being with Jinder Mahal. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre continues to get the upper hand over Seth Rollins. This match really wasn't all that much. Didn't have a lot to it. The biggest thing I'm going to say about this is I wish they would give this match a stipulation, a ladder match. Make it something special. We've seen an Iron Man match. Now we've seen it being a regular singles matchup. Now it's going back to SummerSlam, and we're seeing another singles matchup. Why don't we make it a ladder match? Make it a ladder match, and maybe tell Drew McIntyre, make it where Drew McIntyre can't be out at the squared circle. Do something of that nature. Do something else besides just a normal one-on-one contest for the Intercontinental Championship. It's just what I think about it. The tag team situation. You know, I'm glad that they're involving all the tag teams and they're giving the tag teams TV time. Don't get me wrong. But I have a hard time believing in these tag teams. I really do. Now, y'all might not. Y'all might have an easy time believing in these tag teams, like the Revival and the B Team and the Leader of Worlds and Titus Worldwide and AOP and everybody else that they bring up and whoever and Breezango once Fandango comes back. But I have a hard time believing in them. And the reason why I have a hard time believing in them is because for so long, they only had the Leader of Worlds and the B Team on TV. And then all of a sudden, poof. 4 weeks away from SummerSlam, we see the Revival, and we start seeing the rest of them come out. That's it. We see Titus Worldwide and AOP come out. We start seeing their rivalry. So I don't know. I just have a hard time believing in these tag teams. We're going to see a multi-tag team matchup. But I wish they would have built this long-term, where the tag team division was groomed and grew, where they actually meant something. That's just me. I've already went over Paul Heyman. I'm not going over that garbage again. Bayley, Sasha Banks versus the Riot Squad. The only thing that is worth talking about this is that Ruby Riot's back. Congratulations. Good. Glad to see her. Ruby Riot helps the Riot Squad pick up the victory in the match tonight. Nice to see you back, Ruby Riot. And finally, Ronda Rousey makes her in-ring debut. Wasn't much. Wasn't really a whole lot. She beats Alicia. She beats Alicia Fox. That's funny. I just had to say it like that. But anyway, yeah, we all knew she was going to win. Builds up some more stuff between her and Alexa Bliss. And, everything is pinpointing towards Ronda Rousey winning at SummerSlam. I'm not 100% sure about that yet, because I could very well see maybe a DQ or something like that happen at SummerSlam where Natalya turns heel and they start up a program between Natalya and Ronda Rousey. That very well might happen, but we'll have to wait and see. But she could win the Raw Women's Championship as well. We'll have to wait and find out about that. Of course, if she doesn't win the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam, that leaves it wide open for her to win it at the Royal Rumble. But we'll have to wait and see what happens at SummerSlam in 2 weeks. And this is your Monday Night Raw review. Just a D show. It was a D show. Tired of seeing this Brock versus Roman stuff. As soon as SummerSlam gets here and that main event's over, we can move on and hopefully a better storyline picks up. Because honestly, that is the only thing, really, that storyline is what's dragging SummerSlam down, because they are forcing it way too much, and they're not forcing the rest of the card upon us. But y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for all notifications. See you tomorrow for SmackDown Live review. And until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.